Welcome to the Brian and Sherry Show 4.0. Awesome guests, cool giveaways, and a whole lot more. And it all starts now.
Thanks, Josh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fantastic, happy, upbeat show coming to you live from Berkshire County. Brian here, and of course, as always, I'm joined by my second in command, my co-host and good friend, Sherry Johnson.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our show. I've missed you all week. It seems like it's been a really long week. I'm just so excited, Brian, because I get to see you. I can see you on Skype. I haven't seen you all week either, and it's just always fun to happen today, our wonderful show.
Keep going.
Okay. So, everyone, welcome to the show. So nice to see you guys coming on. Mark, Dan, and what?
Oh, on Facebook Live?
Yes. And make sure to everyone, please, if you are watching our show tonight, please share it. We like that you share the show. We've been getting a tremendous amount of responses from that, and it really shows you all are giving us a little helping hand, and, we really appreciate that. And thank you so, so much.
Yes. Welcome, everyone, to Facebook Live watching our show. Don't mind me. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't know why. I didn't really do anything today, but I'm just tired. But to watch us on Facebook Live, just simply go to our Facebook, which is facebook.com/Brian.SherryShow. I've been told I say that too fast in previous shows, so I had to slow it down.
Okay, we'll say it one more time real slow. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, facebook.com/Brian.SherryShow. That is our Facebook. So hello to Jeremy and Katie. My grandmother's watching. Diane Pate, hello. Mark Labram. Daniel Payton is with us. And, of course, Sherry Clip is watching.
Of course.
So what's up, Jeremy? Hello, Katie. So a lot of things to talk about tonight. Some exciting things and some not so exciting things.
Sure.
One in particular, which we'll get to. We'll tackle that.
Okay.
I'm roaring to go, Sherry.
That's why you guys got to watch. You got to see Brian get all, how he gets.
People love my reactions. They love my responses, my facial expressions, and especially when I get heated about something.
Yes.
Not so much heated, but I like to set the record straight sometimes, and I do it in a fantastic, fighting kind of way.
He does.
On the radio.
Very much so.
So, yeah, we have...
feisty. You get feisty.
I get feisty.
That's the word.
Fierce. I get fierce.
There we go.
Watch out, bitches. All right. So, and we have the Brian and Sherry's spooky October.
Correct.
Is that what we're calling it? I can't.
That is. It's Spooky October, everyone.
Okay, Spooky October is coming. We kicked those shows off. October 4th is going to be our first show for the Halloween season. We have 4 shows, obviously. And I'm happy to announce that on our show anyways, Diane Pate, our one and only Diane Pate here in the chat room, will be our first guest. She kicks off the Halloween shows.
Woohoo!
So I'm very happy to having her come on, and we're both going to talk to her. So
excited, Brian. I am so excited to have Diane join us.
I'm very excited. Hello, Savi.
I'll be having her on my show, too, October 2nd.
That Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, people, make sure that you tune in to Sherry Clip. Sherry Clip is returning. And Diane Pate will be on your show, which is Monday, October 2nd.
Yeah.
or I believe 6:30.
Tuesday, October.
Tuesday. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
October 2nd. What time? 6?
Yeah, it's an earlier show, Brian. So it's going to be 6 p.m.
Hello, Robert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
excited.
yeah, that's very
Tell
cool.
them what Diane Pate is. She's what she does. Why this is going to be so exciting.
Yeah. So Diane Pate, not only is she a fantastic school bus driver, which we all know I have a heart for school bus drivers. It's no secret. I love them. Love them because I have
Absolutely.
such admiration and appreciation for them.
I don't know how they do it. But...
Yeah, I know. But she's also a psychic medium. And we like having them on our show. So, and she's never done radio. So this will be her first ever interview on a radio show. I'm sorry I did not get to her sooner. Because she would have been first on our show.
Right.
But yeah, so that's going to be very interesting. And I can't wait to chat with her. But I did talk with her on the phone prior to this show for quite a while. And I could say that, I think that she is going to be good on the phone. She's got that voice about her.
She does, yeah.
She's nice, she's calm, down to earth.
Oh, yeah.
And I needed that because today was just a bad day for me.
Oh.
So, yeah.
She made you happy.
She did. Yes, our conversation did. So, which...
She's a wonderful lady. She really is.
Yes, she really is. So I can't wait for us to be able to talk to her. So I'm definitely going to be listening to Sherry Clip Tuesday, October 2nd at 6. What's that?
PM, yeah.
PM.
That's a bit earlier, guys.
Yeah. That's one of our earlier shows. So.
My time slot now.
I know. And you've become a very busy lady, a very busy lady, because not only are you doing our show, you do Sherry Clip, and then you do the Sherry and Jody Comedy Forum.
Correct.
Which I listened to.
Oh, what did you think? That was our first show.
Yeah, well...
It needs work, we know.
My critiques will be at the end of the show, as always. But overall, I think it went very well.
Well, thank you.
We never know how shows are going to turn out. You know what I mean?
But you know what, like... I had people who have listened to the show, and they said that, their opinions of the comics were different. But, it's a form of art, really. And I didn't know how intense it is. So anyone can think anything of a piece of art.
Right.
What's considered art.
Yeah.
So, everyone should have their own opinions and different. And it's just really a show for fun, Brian, really.
Right. And so I love comedians. I love that you're doing this. I love to laugh. Who doesn't love to laugh? We may not agree with what they say, but you know damn well it's funny. So you might as well just laugh and go along with it. So I enjoyed the show. And I was very glad to see that, Juan Carlos was the winner of your first show.
Correct.
So
yes, he was amazing. They all were amazing. And I was very impressed. So Juan Lewis or Carlos, excuse me. I don't know where I got Lewis from. It's going to be fun. Yeah. Sorry, Juan. And we're going to be chit-chatting with him. And we're going to see how funny he is. So, because I want to laugh. I really do. So, I'm in a very vulnerable state right now. And I really need some... We need this.
Humor. So, yeah. Hello to Crystal Scrivens. Hello. I'm pretty sure Billy is watching somewhere. Hello to Robert. Hello, Robert.
Oh, right.
Erica. We have Erica watching us. We have so many people watching.
Erica Nolan is actually a comedian as well, so it's so neat to see her on the show. I've had her on Sherry Clips in the past.
I'm going to wave to her. I just waved to her on Facebook. Hello, everyone. So we're going to be talking to him fairly soon, which is a cool thing. Let's see. What else did we have to talk about? Oh, my God, the guest lineup.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know who's going to be coming on for at least the next 3 shows, and I'm very excited. And I think some of our viewers, are going to be excited to hear who's coming on for our Halloween shows. So, but we'll announce that later.
Okay.
I'll keep it secret for now.
Very cool. And Brian, we also have to give a big shout out to Jeremy Washburn tonight.
Jeremy Washburn, winner of the racing trophy.
That's right. We saw that. Awesome job. That is so cool, really.
Fantastic. Wendy must be very happy and pleased. I saw her posting it on Facebook. So I know that she was. So, yeah. Hello, Billy. There he is.
Hey, Billy.
Billy was our winner of our Big E tickets. I was very moved by what he had to say about the show, because when people went to the website to fill out the entry form for the Big E tickets that we give away every year, one of the only question was, what part of the show is your favorite? And I just was curious to see what people like about the show, and stuff like that. So his response was touching, and I do probably want to give him the title of our number 2 fan. Number 2 fan, because if I give you number 1, I would be in trouble. But our number 2 fan.
That's right.
Billy Cribbins. So welcome to the show. Yeah. So, all right. So much to talk about. So I'm not going to waste any more time, even though talking to you is not a waste, because that's our job. That's normally what we do. But me jibber jabbering. So we're going to talk to Juan Carlos. See, I got it right this time. And see what he's all about.
Okay. And
see if he can make me laugh tonight. So, which is kind of hard to do, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, and I want to know what he thought about being on.
Me too.
Sherry and Jody's
first show. I gotta say that
first show. Hello, Daniel. Don't worry, we're going to be talking about you very soon. So, all right, here we go.
Okay, born in Harlem and raised in the Bronx, and currently residing in Yonkers. Let's welcome Juan Carlos to the show tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Oh, no,
How you doing?
I'm really excited to be here. I'm phenomenal. Honestly, this has been a great week.
Oh, yeah? Tell us about it.
Yeah. So, actually, it's funny. Right? Like, I'm literally at a Carlos Mencia comedy show right now, and I left just to do the show because I was so excited to speak to you guys. Which is a big deal for me because, like, Carlos Mencia was my idol growing up. He's the reason I got into comedy, and he's literally who inspired me to chase this, and I had an opportunity to watch him live, and, like, it was just an unreal experience, I'm still, like, I can't believe it, like, this is real life. So there's that.
Wow.
And, like, winning your competition earlier this week was also, like, phenomenal. Like, I went into that, I was just excited to do it. I just wanted to compete. And then, when you guys announced me as the winner, I was so stoked. I was like, I can't believe this is, like, real right now,
Well, congratulations. You were really, really amazing. Yes.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, anyone who does comedy can tell you, like, comedy is a bunch of highs and lows. And so sometimes, like, when you get your highs, you just have to enjoy them to the maximum because, just when you think you're really, really funny, you're going to hit that moment where you just, like, bomb epically and you're humbled and reminded that you just need to keep working, need to keep writing, and need to keep putting in the effort. You know what I'm saying? So it's been fun. That's what I'm trying to say.
Now, it's not easy being a comedian, is it?
No. So a lot of people think that, like, when you do comedy that you just kind of get up there and you're just funny. They don't realize how much work it takes to be a comedian, you know what I mean? Like, I spend hours and hours just writing jokes and throwing them out because some of them are terrible. I spend hours, driving, across New York State and across New York can do a 7-minute spot here, a 10-minute spot there. And, you're just constantly working to get better, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like even famous people like Kevin Hart don't just get up there and the first time and they're like, well, I promise you that the first time Kevin Hart did stand up, he was probably terrible. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure he wasn't funny. So people don't realize how much work it takes.
Right. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. So just a little bit about my background. So first off, I'm the child of immigrants. My parents are actually from the Dominican Republic. They moved here in the late 80s. I grew up I was born and raised in New York. I didn't learn how to speak English until I was about 5-6 years old, which was like an experience within itself. And I think it's actually benefited me as a comedian because when I do sets, sometimes I'll go back and forth between Spanish and English, and you won't even notice the mix between my sets and my delivery because I mean, you got to experience it firsthand, Sherry, when I just go into the Spanish bits. And that's just because I grew up speaking Spanish. It's part of my culture. I'm a native New Yorker, which I know apparently is rare nowadays. These hipsters are taking over. They're all over the place, Like, we have too many hipsters in New York. Yeah. But no, what else? But I'm also like, it's weird too because a lot of people don't I do comedy at night, but then during the day I work at an investment bank, which kind of throws people off. They're like, whoa, those are two completely separate worlds. How do you balance them? I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you ever bring laughs in at work?
So it's funny you say that. At work, I don't talk to anyone. I'm actually the quiet one at work. I don't say anything. People at work wouldn't believe you if you told them that I did comedy. They'd be really shocked. I kind of sit there quietly at my desk, just do my work, and I go home. Guy. I'm trying to make Brian laugh. That's my goal for tonight.
That's why you have so much to say.
No, you're right. I don't get to talk during the day, so I just have to let it all out at night.
That's it. Now, can you show off a little bit of what you got for us tonight?
Sure. So, you guys want me to do jokes, correct? This is what we're doing here. You ready?
If you like. If you don't have to. I mean, we pretty much wanted to hear about you and maybe give a taste to our audience of.
No, absolutely. Here, let's see what I'm working on. Okay. So how about this? I'm gonna try something I normally wouldn't do. I'm working on a new bit. I'll let you guys hear it first. I've never told it to anyone else. How does that work?
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is like a special premiere, first take. I don't even know how this will go. This is exciting for me, all right?
Okay.
So I was having a conversation with a friend recently, right? And I was telling him, I was like, wow, I know that gentrification is starting to affect my neighborhood because the price of ices went from 50 cents to $1. And my friend says to me, you know what? That's not gentrification. That's called inflation. And I was like, no, what I see is an inflation of hipsters in my neighborhood, and that's called gentrification.
That makes sense. I like that one.
Do you?
That's good.
I literally
I
haven't even told it on stage yet.
Definitely. That's good. It's real good.
I'm trying to get Brian to laugh, though. That's the goal for the night, right?
Oh, he's sitting here. He's smiling. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah. No, I
got a smile out of
him.
him.
You did? Yeah. He's live on Facebook, so you can go back later and check out the show, and you'll see his expressions.
Yeah.
I'm still working on making more men smile. I'm not very good at that yet.
You'll get there. You will. So I guess my question is there something, because I know when it comes to comedians,
right,
anything is fair game. You can talk about whatever, some don't. Is there a topic or a subject that you don't really touch on, that you stay away from?
No, absolutely. So first and foremost, I joke about a lot of different things, but I am a fairly clean comedian. I like to talk about I like to talk about my background and my upbringing, you know what I mean, growing up Latino, because I think that stuff's funny. But I also do touch on a lot of social justice issues. So I do talk about race. I do talk about, the wage gap. I talk about healthcare, and I do talk about a lot of political issues without throwing them in your face. I try to write them in witty ways, you know what I mean, where I disarm you. Like I just told you a joke about gentrification, but I wasn't trying to, like, throw it in your face like these guys are in the face, you know what I mean? But I won't touch,
right.
there's certain topics I won't touch on. Like, I definitely will never joke about rape because I don't think it's funny. I think it is an issue, and I think it has there's a lot to do with, like, the way, society treats it and the way, a lot of us were brought up. But I don't think that stuff is funny. I also don't talk about mental health issues because I do understand that there are a lot of people that are struggling with these things, and these are things that I think are serious, and I think we should discuss more as a country. But I don't think that there's stuff that I should be ridiculing because I think it's more of these are people who need help, not people who need to be ridiculed. But that's just my personal opinion.
Oh.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
It says a lot about you as a person, and I think that's really important.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm wondering, who do you look up to for a comedian?
Well,
who's your go-to person?
Like I was saying earlier, like I personally, growing up, as a Latino comic, I grew up looking up to Carlos Mencia, George Lopez, Gabriel Iglesias. Those are my three guys. There's also this guy named Raymond Pozo, who you guys have never heard of. Raymond Pozo, you probably never heard of him. He's a Dominican comedian, only tells jokes in Spanish. I actually looked up to him a lot as a kid because he has this, like, rapid style delivery, which I don't want to say that I mimic on stage, but, like, some of my jokes, the way I deliver it, it's like, and I think that it comes from listening to him growing up as a kid.
Oh, okay. I like George Lopez.
Yeah. Do you actually know the comedian George Diaz by chance?
No, I'm not familiar.
Okay. He's a Latino comedian I actually interviewed a little while back, so
right.
I was just wondering if you happen to know him. Yeah. Great guy.
Not yet.
He's a great guy.
It's funny because there's so many comedians in New York, and, like, I know a lot of comedians, but there's so many comedians I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, and I guess he must be on that list.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll link you guys up. You got to meet.
I appreciate it.
Is he also in New York?
Yes.
What happened?
Oh,
no. Brian had asked, is he also in New York? And he is. Yep. And he's actually trying to work with a lot of different Latino backgrounds and Latinos to do comedy in the clubs. And he was telling me at one point on the show that it's difficult for Latinos, and I don't understand why. I'm not in New York City, but he said it's very difficult. So
it really is. And can I say one thing? Another thing about this? I think that, like, I'm not trying to give myself too much credence or too much credit, but I'm also what you would call a dark-skinned Latino, which I haven't seen too many of us in comedy or, like, just in general. Like, a lot of people look at me and they won't think that I'm Latino. They just assume that I'm black. And I think it's important. I think I have a very important voice, and that I need to bring it to comedy and let people know that we exist. Because I think that growing up in Latino culture, people who look at me are often portrayed in almost in a negative light. There's almost like a bit of a disdain for Latinos who look like me. Sometimes people will question whether I'm actually Latino or tell me that I don't look quote unquote Latino, which is ridiculous to me because Latinos come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. You know what I mean? There isn't a particular look for how Latinos look. You go to any country and we look in a variety. So I think it's important for me to get out there and, people hear my story and hear my voice so that the next generation will look up to me, hopefully, and say, hey, he did it. There's a voice. There's somebody I can look up to. I can do it too. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on the topic.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks for sharing. That's really great.
Yeah.
And it was kind of neat, Brian, just going through one of our towns here. I'm not even sure if any Latinos actually live in the small town, but they had a huge Latino festival down in Lee, Mass. And it was huge. And when we drove by, it was really amazing. I wish you could have been there.
Yeah, they have it every year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was driving through, and I had to stop and take pictures. It was amazing.
Yeah. I've never been to it, but I hear it's a lot of fun. So they close the street down and everything.
Right.
So, yeah. Awesome. So, yeah. So where do you see yourself in 5 years, Juan?
Well, to be completely honest with you, so my undergrad degree was actually in political science, and I've always been interested in politics. And I think this is part of the reason why I got into comedy, because I feel that comedy disarms people in that a way that we can actually have real conversations, because I can present different point of views in a way that makes you laugh, and that almost like brings down your defense barrier so that we can actually have conversations. So my dream is actually to have some a gig sort of like Trevor Noah's, where I'm sitting behind a desk and like I'm able to discuss these important issues in a comedic way, you know what I mean? And present it from a different point of view. There's like a lot of like Latinos are actually registered Democrats, where I'm actually, I hate to say this because people judge me immediately, but I'm actually a registered Republican. And I'm fiscally Republican, socially liberal. I should say that out. But I'm saying, like, I feel like I have a unique point of view, and I'd like to be able to, like, present that, behind the desk and just present the news from a different angle and just let people see things through my eyes, and maybe, hopefully, we can bring both sides closer together. But that's just my dream.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Right. That would be definitely interesting, and it almost seems like it would work. You know, they need something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can hope, because I really do feel that our biggest problem is just that both sides aren't speaking to each other, because I feel like if they legitimately spoke to each other, they'd realize that on a lot of issues, they actually just agree. You know what I mean? There's no right or wrong answer on a lot of these things. It's just a gray area, and we just need to find a way to compromise and work together. But that's just how I see it.
Right.
Absolutely.
I agree. I definitely agree with you. Now, do you have any upcoming shows that you're doing?
Yeah, so I'm actually on a few shows I'm really excited about. First and foremost, I'm officially a member of the Harlem Comedy Festival, which kicks off this weekend on Sunday. And I'm on the first show, the kickoff show, which is going to be Sunday at 3 p.m., the Shrine World Music Venue in Harlem. It's between 133rd and 134th Street on Adam Clayton Powell. We're going to start at 3 o'clock. It's a brunch show, which is a lot of fun. And then the festival actually also ends on the same exact show the following Sunday. It's going to be on it the following Sunday, and then the last Monday, it's going to be at Sylvana's, which I believe is the 31st or the 1st, on that Monday night at 8 p.m., and then we're going to close out the festival. So those are the next 3 shows. And then I'm going to be at Yonkers Comedy Club on October 11th and October 13th. And those are like the next big shows that I have upcoming.
Wow. Well, you are certainly busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
You have to be working in this business, you know what I mean? At any moment, if you're not telling jokes or writing jokes, then, I feel like you've kind of like given in a little bit. So you have to constantly keep grinding. I like to say seasons change, but my grind does it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Absolutely. You got to keep going. And that perfection, you got to keep going. There's no giving up. There's no slacking. There's no nothing. Yeah. If you're meant to be a comedian, you really unfortunately, you really do have to work very hard.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. And that's the one thing. I keep talking to more famous comedians than I am, and this constant thing they tell me is just don't quit, keep working, put your head down, be humble, and just network. And, the cream rises to the top. If you're truly meant to do this, you will get to where you're going.
Absolutely, because you never know who you're going to speak to who might, give that career a little push. It's happened,
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah. So, absolutely. Fantastic.
Well, Juan, thank you so much for coming on our show again. It was so nice to be able to talk to you once again, and hope I get to talk to you again real soon.
Yeah.
And just best of luck with everything.
Yes.
We'll keep our eyes out for you.
I really appreciate you guys having me on. Honestly, it's always a pleasure to speak to you, Sherry, and I really enjoy that you guys would give me this platform to express myself, because yes, I like to be funny and I'm a silly guy, but you also gave me an opportunity to speak of things from my point of view, and I think that's very important. So I really appreciate both of you.
Very, very welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome anytime. So, yeah, definitely.
You'll have to come back in the future and let us know how all those things you're going to be doing went.
Sounds good. I have a feeling we're going to have a long professional relationship together.
I know. I get to talk to you again, don't I, at the end of the month? That's great.
Yeah, I believe so.
On the other show, that is. All right. Well, have yourself a great night, and thank you so much for giving us your time as well.
All right. Sounds good. Take care. Good night, guys.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Oh, that was a lot of fun.
That was always a lot of fun. It's always interesting to talk to all these people, and that's why we have these people on.
That's right.
Because not only do we voice our views and opinions sometimes, we allow people to come on and voice theirs as well. So, yeah.
That's right.
And especially comedians.
Yeah.
Now, I never liked comedians coming on to the show. I allowed them to come on anyways, because I never turn anyone away from wanting to be on our show. I really don't. But we had that one problem with that one comedian, that what he was saying was, to me, offensive and shocking and something I normally would not hear. But then again, afterwards, I had to think about it. Everyone is different. Every comedian is different and does their act a different way. So I had to allow myself to be like, okay, another comedian, great. Yep, okay.
Yeah. Well, we had a bad. Sometimes we have some really bad guests, and sometimes we have some really great guests.
We have,
and
and
the first comedian we had on, he embarrassed us, and it was a really obnoxious show.
It was.
And it was not our style.
No, absolutely not. So not only did what I was hearing, like his act was just, I'm very surprised that people went and saw him. He was that way. It also offended a lot of the viewers, and they were just like, what is going on here? What is he saying? So, but then again, I had to realize I can't not let a certain type of person come onto the show because of that. So I'm very glad that I've done that, because we've had comedians since, and they're fantastic people to talk to. And
they really are. Yeah.
I learn a lot about them, and they're funny. So I love making people laugh, even though I'm not a comedian, and but I try. I try. So
we try. That's all that matters.
So Juan is definitely on that list of people to come back. So, and we like to have that list. So, and I'm very eager to see what he accomplishes and where he goes, because he could be one of those people, Sherry, that are in Hollywood. They're doing very well for themselves, and they'll remember one day. Hey,
I have a feeling he will.
Person.
That's right. We're going to say we knew him. We got to talk to him back in the beginning when we knew he was good.
Right.
You all listeners get to witness him tonight on the Brian and Sherry Show.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. So I'm very happy to have talked with him. And like I said, I hope to talk to him again. I'll be listening to your show, because I think he's going to be coming back on towards the end of the month, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yep. So speaking of the end of the month, so here we go. This is the big to-do. This is our list of upcoming people that are going to be on our show. So we had Juan Carlos, the comedian from New York, that just came on our show. That was obviously tonight. So next week is, I believe, the last Thursday of September. And it's the last show before we kick off our Halloween spooky whatever October is what I'm calling
it.
October. Spooky October.
That's right.
Next week, the 27th, we will be talking to one of our another returning guest, who's not only been a guest on our show, he's also been a co-host on our show. He took your place, Sherry, when you were feeling melancholy, under the weather.
Thanks, Brian.
Daniel Payton, author Daniel Payton, is returning to the show with fantastic news, with good news, I might add, because we get to talk about his latest book that's going to be coming out, one of his latest books that are coming out, Earth's Last Starship.
So exciting.
I'm very, very excited, Sherry, because I have been waiting for this book to come out. I didn't think it was going to turn into what it has turned into, which is a published book.
Right.
You will be able to go into bookstores and ask them to order it for you. Hopefully you will be able to go onto Amazon and read this book. This book is important to us, not only because we are friends with Daniel and will support him in whatever he writes, but this book has Sherry and I as the main characters. Not only Sherry and I, but a few other people who I won't mention have made it into the book as characters, which is fantastic. I love the fact that we know someone who, because of the show, we have become friends with and has, done our challenges where we challenge the authors to write something. He actually wrote something. He took time to write something, many things, as a matter of fact, because this is not the only book that has us as characters in it that has been released. We have The Wintered Wizard, The Chronicles of the Wintered Wizard, I believe it's being called now. That is also a book that's available now, I should mention, and it is on Amazon. All you have to do is just buy it. You can do it for your Kindle, your iPad. You can buy the physical copy of the book. But we get to talk about the Earth's Last Starship, and I can't wait to talk about it, because not only are we going to be talking about the book, but I have permission to reveal the cover to this book, which has been kept under wraps.
I better get to see it before anybody else.
You will, Sherry. You will. I will make sure to show you. So I want to show everyone, what the cover art of this book is. And I think it represents the book very well. I'm very excited, only because I've seen it.
Do you have it? You have it.
Yes,
I have it.
I do have it, but I can't reveal it. I can reveal it to you.
Okay.
Maybe. That's up to, I don't know.
Better.
But next Thursday, we will reveal the cover. We'll post it on Facebook for everyone to see. And we will get in depth with this book, because I have a lot of questions to ask him about this book, only because I've read it. I've not read the edited version, the new version, but I get the gist of the book. I've read it, so. As has you.
Yes. I'm just laughing
because... What's your boyfriend's name in the book? What's his name, Sherry?
Come on, don't tell her. Come on. I have to get the book and read it.
Yeah, we've already told people.
Oh, I know, but...
All right, we'll talk about that next Thursday. You're not getting off the hook that easy. So
next Thursday.
Yeah, all right. So next Thursday is Daniel Payton. October 4th, we kick off our spooky Halloween, spooky October shows for Halloween.
How many ways are you going to say this?
I don't know.
It's more creative, just so you know.
Yeah, so we're going to have Diane Pate on our show. Psychic Medium Diane.
Yay, Diane.
Who is also a vivid viewer. So maybe number 3 or 4, whatever. So she's going to kick off our show. And then, hello, Christopher. And then this is the real topping to the cake. The middle of the cake, I mean, because we still have 2 other shows after that. But I have confirmed and booked author and paranormal researcher, I believe is how you say it, Sylvia Schultz is going to be back onto the show. Yes.
So exciting. I can't wait to talk to her.
Oh, God. As much as I'm going to love talking to Diane Pate. We all look forward to Sylvia Schultz coming onto the show. She does it every October, maybe November. Every year. She's done it for the past 3 years. She's been coming onto our show. So she's another one of our favorites besides Christopher or Daniel. So that's what's happening, and I'm very excited. So I can't wait to start these shows. Plus our Halloween show. You never know what's going to happen on our shows.
Uh-oh.
So, something spooky, something stupid, a mess up. Who knows what's going to happen? So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to dive into this heated conversation of ours.
Okay, here he goes. Everyone.
Okay, so let me just start this conversation off by saying that any guest that comes onto our show obviously does not have the same opinions that Sherry and I are going to have. So if there's a guest that comes onto our show that you may not want to listen to or don't agree with or think that we're in cahoots with the guest, that we feel the same exact way, unless we say we feel this or agree with something, but unless we say anything, we do not agree with them. We don't, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Then don't watch. Don't listen. You're not going to hurt my feelings. So, but we hope that you listen to other shows. Maybe you just don't agree with that one show. So that's what I have to say about that, because for some reason we keep getting this one same person who apparently doesn't like the fact that we're having certain guests on our show. So I don't understand what the problem is. If you just don't like the person, don't watch, don't listen. I don't understand why it needs to turn into an issue, a problem, or to cause a problem with us, because frankly, I don't care.
And we're saying this due to October is spooky month. We're talking about paranormal, and there are some of our listeners who are religious, and this has come up. Please, we're just warning you way ahead of time that October we do talk about these things. Yeah. And if you have another opinion, just simply don't watch for the month of October. Come on back in November, because it's a completely different topic.
Exactly.
But just giving heads up on that.
But they would have known that had they started listening to our show in the beginning. Every October, our shows are always about the paranormal, ghosts, psychics, mediums, dead people,
authors.
Who write scary stuff, or we may have a movie producer or director or someone who does music or whatever. It doesn't really matter who they are, but it's all pertaining to October, Halloween. Right. We love doing Halloween shows. We love doing Christmas. Watch our Christmas shows. I'll praise God up and down if you want me to. So, but just keep in mind that, they may believe in something or may think that they see people or hear people or whatever, and you don't agree with that, that's perfectly fine. Don't watch our show. Go somewhere else. Go watch one of those. I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to get slack for this, but I don't care. Go watch one of those jewelry videos that I used to do or something. So waste time doing that. So that's all we have to say. So, yeah. I don't give a shit. It's pretty much what it comes down to. And I hate when people cause issues. We are a show that is open to anyone. Anyone can call in. Anyone can be a guest. I don't care what you talk about. Well, maybe I do. Maybe just a little. I better retract that. Within reason, Sherry. Within reason. But anyone can call into our show and say hello. Yeah. Anyone can, it doesn't really matter to me. So whoever this person is, I don't care what their name is. If you're watching, good for you. this message is for you. Go watch another show. I don't give a shit. I really. So there's
He's
many
feisty,
more.
everybody.
Yeah, I'm getting feisty.
He's getting feisty.
Because certain things like that bother me, you know. And I'm sorry, but we must be doing something right to be doing this for the past 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
We've gotten better at what we do. So, and I love doing this show. I love co-hosting with Sherry. I love the people that come on to our show. I love talking to them. Okay, not all of them. Some, let's be honest. I'm going to be honest. Some I don't. But, you know, whatever.
I think the ones you didn't like were just on too long. Like, you got bored with it. I like the 15 minutes. I think that's plenty of time.
You know, 15 minutes for we used to do shows where the guest had the entire show. And I'm not going to say who because I probably can't remember anymore. But we have had guests who are long-winded and just keep talking, which is okay in some subjects, but in others, it was just awful. It was just awful. It really was.
It's true.
And like I said, I give the floor. This is a stage for people to come on. And like Juan said tonight, you know, thank you for this platform. It is a platform. We give a platform to people to talk. And we bring people on that people normally probably would have never heard of, you know, unless they were famous or they saw a Facebook post or something like that. So, yeah.
Hey Brian, in the chat room, they're talking about dressing you up.
No, I'm not going to come for Halloween. Absolutely not. I don't do it anymore. I'm too fat. I don't fit into any costumes anymore. My famous, infamous costume of Star Trek, I no longer can zip up. So, yeah, no, I just don't do it anymore. I don't dress up. So, but yeah, I'm getting feisty.
We got to find him a larger Star Trek shirt, guys. We can do this, and Brian will dress up, right, Brian? He's got to get that costume back.
Right. Yeah, I do.
You look so sharp in it, actually.
I know. I know.
Nice.
I don't know. But yeah. Let's see. What other news did I want to talk about? Tomorrow is a very important day. Tomorrow is a very important day. A big day. It's almost like a holiday.
Oh, yeah?
So tomorrow, Apple will be releasing two of their 3 new phones, which everyone is excited about, which I'm excited about because obviously I have to have the newest phone.
Are you getting, oh my gosh, you just got this one.
Oh, yes, I'm getting a new iPhone.
Then I get your old one, right?
Unfortunately, I don't own it, so it's got to...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Diane, I'm an Aries too, and I think that's why I have the gift of gab. I really do have the gift of gab, especially on certain subjects and whatnot. So I can talk. So it's a good thing that the show is only an hour long because you know me. I could go forever, Sherry. I could just
Brian, we used to do 2-hour shows. Do you remember?
Oh, my God. We started...
used to do full 2 hours, you guys.
I remember those days. 2-hour shows, and I don't even know how we did it. I don't even remember talking about anything. So.
No, 2 hours. It was crazy. And we would only have a guest on, like, part of the time. Christopher says he wants to see Halloween decorations in the background, Brian.
In the background? Okay.
Background.
I will decorate my studio with Halloween decorations. Don't you worry. That way everyone can see them. So, yeah.
All right. Good idea, Chris.
Yeah. But we're getting close. We're getting close to not only Halloween, we're getting close to November. November, we have changed. I don't know if we mentioned that to people because it was supposed to be our Fantasy November or November Fantasy or whatever the hell I was calling it. We've changed it. So it's going to be Movie Madness Month.
That's right.
Okay. Movie November.
Right. Movie November. It's fine.
Movie November. So every guest coming on in November will be movie related or entertainment.
And so excited, Brian, because we've really got a hold of some actors here. So you guys will want to be paying attention. Oh, yeah.
We have actors coming on.
We do.
Maybe a few producers or directors or who knows who's going to be coming on.
Right.
So I'm kind of excited about that as well. So, and I hope you guys are too. And like Sherry said at the beginning of the show, don't forget to like and share our video. Share it with your friends, your family, even your enemies, because they need to laugh as well and enjoy our show. So, yeah. I can't wait.
Very exciting.
Although the good thing is this year, I'm sad to say that we're not doing like a haunted house or anything. We're not doing a show from a haunted house.
We've tried that. That was fun.
You know, I have to find that show, Sherry. I have a feeling it's not around anymore.
Rerun it. Yeah.
I need to find that show. That was a very, very interesting, to say the least, show. The most funniest show, I think, besides France.
Oh, gosh.
That was our favorite show. So
it was your favorite show. Thank you, Billy, for always sharing our show. We appreciate it.
Diane, my birthday is April 4th. That is my birthday. I will not tell you the year, only because I don't want anyone to know how old I am. So, because I'm so young.
I'm younger than you.
25, never looked so good. So, yeah. Yeah, we've had some pretty bad shows over the past couple of years. I have to admit, there were some stupid shows that we have done. And then shows that we've done where afterwards we're just thinking, why did we just do that show? So, yeah. Well, Laura Lee, 48 is not old. Nope. 48 is not old.
No.
No, it's not. Did you just go, ew?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oops.
No,
Hello,
no.
Hello, Sean. Hello. Welcome. The show is almost over. We're just chit-chatting, so you missed everything in the beginning. We also...
Dan.
What?
I said Dan Payne's birthday is coming up.
Yes, it is. Daniel Payton's birthday is coming up.
Uh-huh.
I don't know when, but I know it's coming.
Okay, what were you going to say? You were going to say something. We interrupted each other. That was funny.
What was I going to say?
Oh my God, you were all excited.
Oh, we have a new opening for our Halloween shows that I've been dying to.
That's very exciting.
The play button to hear. Josh has once again come through for us.
Can you play it? Do you have it up?
I actually do not have it.
Ah, that was a tease.
I'm sorry. I know, but you'll all be able to hear it when the show starts. October 4th.
Okay.
Oh, but I'm just dying for people to hear it. So, and I think I'm going to have him do a Christmas one, even though we only have one Christmas show.
It's okay.
I think I'm going to have him do a special Christmas intro to our show. I can't wait. So, yeah. Daniel Payne did our intro for a little while. We had Daniel do an intro. That was interesting. That was pretty cool to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Billy's birthday is October 29th.
Yep.
Yep.
It's right around the corner.
That's right. October people. Yay!
Yay!
Sherry's going to get an invite to a birthday party. Yes, you are.
I am? Okay.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Oh, good. I love birthday parties. Are you kidding? Look how many parties. I rent halls, guys. I'm crazy. I go all out on birthdays.
Yeah.
I think everyone should have a special birthday.
We should.
Day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know. Speaking of getting out and going places, so Billy, like I said before, was the winner of the Big E tickets. He was not on when I asked earlier. How did the Big E go? Did you go to the Big E, and what exactly did you see and do? I want to know. We want to know. Because I went to the Big E, like I said, that Friday, the day it opened. I went with family. I went with my grandmother, my aunt, and two aunts. And I had a blast. I really did, walking around. I bought way too much crap that I actually didn't really need, but that's okay. That's what you do. Afterwards, we had an interesting, to say the least, lunch at the Olive Garden down there, which I'll most likely never return to. But, we ate out, and it was a great day. It was a very good day. And then I know you went...
I went on Saturday.
Yeah,
it was crazy. It was hot.
Oh, yeah.
It was crowded. It was I wish I could have gone when there was less people, but overall it was great. There were so many things to see and just so much stuff. We didn't even get to see everything, and we were there for a while.
But I saw the pictures. It looked as if though your grandkids were having a ball.
They did. They loved the petting zoo.
Oh, good. Billy says he's going this weekend. Well, good. I hope you go. I hope you enjoy your time. And it was a pleasure.
It won't be so crowded.
Towards the end, I don't know. I think it gets crowded every freaking day it's open.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way of beating the crowd. I really don't. I thought that I was going to beat the crowd because I was getting there for 11 o'clock in the afternoon, in the morning. And I'm thinking, well, kids are still in school. People are going to be working. No, that was not the case. When I got there for 11 o'clock, one side of the parking lot was already full. Already full. I'm like, are you serious? So I knew I was in for a very busy, crowded day. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. But whatever. I enjoyed myself. So.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yes. Very
There's so
nice.
much to see. So much to see. It's great.
I bet, yeah. Well, I did a lot too. So, as we're winding down to the very last minutes of our show, which we are reminded that I have 90 seconds left, you will have to wait until next week's show. We have a show every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right here on Blog Talk Radio, you can go to listen to us. You can always find the link by going to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Brian.SherryShow. You can also watch me or the show on Facebook Live by going to the same place. And you'll want to tune in next week because we have Daniel Payton, whose birthday is coming up, on our show next week to talk about Earth's Last Starship, which is one of his books that's going to be coming out. And we're going to plug away at that book as much as possible because Sherry and I are in it. And I'm not going to say anything more about it, even though I want to, but I don't. Maybe the word meow. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do that instead. All right, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend because I will. I hope I will, but I know I will. And we can't wait to talk to everyone next week. So, everyone have a fantastic week. And don't forget, you can watch the show anytime. And we're also on iTunes. Don't forget, you can download our podcast on iTunes and Google Play. We're also on Google Play. So make sure you download to get the latest episode to watch in your car, at the workout, gym, at work, during your lunch break, not while you're working. Don't do that. Don't get in trouble. We're on the go. And our website, www.briansherryshow.org. Make sure you go there. There's more content, more information about us. So, yeah. All right, everyone, have a fantastic week, and we will talk to everyone soon, I think. Right?
That's right. Okay, everyone, thanks for listening, and have yourself a great week. Take care.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of The Brian and Sherry Show 4.0. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a review and subscribe. And for more great content and to stay up to date, visit brianandsherryshow.org and on Facebook, Brian.Sherry Show. We'll catch you next time.